That makes me think about the photo of the president with the spring intern class. It sparked quite the firestorm online due to what many are seeing as a lack of diversity. And the same issue was raised in last year's intern photograph. It's kind of hard to see this and not judge it on its face. Of course, it's possible that there's more to this than meets the eye. You have to talk about the applicant pool overall, certainly. But what are your thoughts on this?
Well, my thoughts are largely that the most important thing is the content of our character and what's in our heads and our ideas and our thought, not the color of our skin. So whether or not you have racial diversity in that intern class, I would argue probably you have a lot more diversity in terms of political viewpoints because, you know, President Trump's election has really stirred things up. So you probably have Republicans, you probably have conservative, social Republicans, libertarians. So I am a little concerned about wanting to create a campuses or intern class in which everybody looks different but thinks the same. I think it's better that we have more diversity in thought.
Roland, I want you to respond, but I'm also going to put up right now a picture of President Obama with his White House interns, just so we compare. But go ahead and continue, Roland.
Jennifer, do me a favor. Please don't quote Dr. King, the bottom of his March on Washington. I have a dream.
No, 1 second. And this kind of thing is
One second. Allow me to finish.
You want to have more of a debate on race? Your kind of political correct bullying of people on racism is not going to work.
Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish.
Every single day.
Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. Alex, here's my point. See, people love to quote the bottom of that speech, but they want to ignore the top of that speech when Dr. King said America gave black folks a check stamp insufficient funds. In that speech where he talked about combating police brutality. In that speech where he talked about giving black folks the right to vote. So that speech is an extensive speech, and in fact, the part she's quoting wasn't even the written speech. Here's the point, Alex. The issue is this here. By 2020, more than a majority of America's children under 18 will be minority. We will be a majority-minority country by 2043. You look at Trump's judicial appointees, 92% are white. And so when you look at this class, these are future leaders. And so if you have a class that is largely absent of minority people, these are the folks who will be leaders in the next 10, 15, 20 years. You better have a diversified class to lead a diversified